Hello YouTube, my name is Eric Buxa, and this is my new gaming channel. The name of the channel is Gaming of PP and F, which is Gaming of Past, Present, and Future. My goal is to share my opinion, inform, and educate new gamers about what systems to buy, what games are good, etc. I will also introduce new content involved with making my own video games. What I mean by that is I'm going to, kind of like storyboard, I'm going to throw out ideas for new games and share it with the community. I will also talk about what I'd like to see in upcoming games that will be released down the line. I'll give you a little history about myself. I have been playing video games. Starts with Nintendo. I have played Atari, but I played Atari at a friend's house after I already played Nintendo. So it started with Nintendo, with Mario, Super Mario Brothers, the original one. And I remember playing that game and getting all the way to the last boss, and then losing, and then you have to start all over again. All the way from the beginning. Okay? Those were tough days back then. But it was about memorizing levels. And I played, let's see, I went from Nintendo to Sega Genesis. I actually didn't get Super Nintendo. I had a few friends that had it. Never had Super Nintendo. So I got Sega Genesis, N64, PlayStation, GameCube, PlayStation 2, Xbox, oh, and throw in Game Boy, the original one. Actually, yeah, I had the original. Or did I? No. I started off with the Color. Game Boy Color. Wait, there was Game Boy Pocket first. So Game Boy Pocket, then Game Boy Color. The Game Boy Advance, DS, the SP I've had too. I've had almost all the handhelds. I got a PSP at some point. I played that for a long time. So I've also owned PS3, 360, and the Wii. And I'm looking to own 3DS and the Wii U this summer. So I have been playing video games ever since Nintendo first came out. Years upon years of different games. So my experience is vast. In terms of competitive play, not as much. I'm more of a casual gamer. I used to be in high school very competitive. I'm 25 now, out of college. So in high school I was quite competitive, and it started with fighting games, and even before high school, maybe junior high. Dragon Ball Z Budokai series, and DOA, and Marvel vs. Capcom, and all the fighting games except for Street Fighter. I don't know why I never really got into Street Fighter. I got into Mortal Kombat. I played with my friends a lot. One of my friends, me and him got really competitive in Dragon Ball Z and DOA, and eventually Halo. But Dragon Ball Z and DOA, I remember we had lock-ins at our high school. Stay the whole night playing video games, get energy drinks, stay up all night. We played DOA one night from like 8 p.m. to like 6 in the morning. Small breaks in between. When we were evenly matched for a long time. And then, same with Dragon Ball Z, we did the same thing another night. Another lock-in. Those were some fun days. Great days. But over time, I've expanded the amount of games that I play. And my competitive edge is shrunk. Okay? When you expand your number of games and different genres, you kind of lose interest in the competition. And just play for the story. Originally, I used to play RPGs like no other. I used to play the Final Fantasies and stuff like that. Now, RPGs bore me. The only one I really like is Pokemon. I will still play that. It's so much fun. The new one, the X and Y that are coming out, can't wait for. But I've mainly gone to the third-person action-adventure games. God of War, Batman, Arkham Asylum, Arkham City, anything along those lines. I've lost interest in most RPGs. Shooters I've lost interest in. There was a good 4 or 5 years where I just played Halo and Gears of War, and I've lost interest in those games. Even though I am excited for the next Killzone on the PS4. Still, it's just another shooter. It gets boring. They need to add new things. Hopefully they will. So, that's a little bit about myself. One of my goals, and my first series of videos, will be involving my icon. Actually, it's over there. As I'm looking at it, it's over on the top corner by my name. There's a picture. If you look at that picture, that's the series I'm going to talk about. And it's going to be my own new game. A series of games that I'm going to explain to you guys. So just look at my icon by my name, and that'll tell you what I'm going to talk about. There hasn't been a new game for that in a long time. Over the course of this career on YouTube, I will eventually have an intro video, eventually throw in some little video segments, stuff like that. Maybe during reviews. I will review games occasionally. Right now I'm going through God of War Ascension, and I'm going through Dead Space 3. I'm very close to finishing Dead Space 3. And God of War I'm probably about halfway through. So, maybe I'll do a review on those, maybe I won't. You'll just have to wait and see. If you subscribe to me, let me know. Put sub, so I can sub back. Otherwise I'll have no idea. So, that is my first video into gaming. Every video from now on will contain content about a specific game, most of the time, or a system. So, next video should be up pretty shortly, probably within the next half an hour. Okay? Thanks for watching. I'm out.